So it took you hours to make this. In fact, I have lost my appetite. Get out.
Chioma grew up knowing one painful truth. In her mother's eyes, she was not the favorite child. Her elder sister, Amaka, was always the one their mother loved more. Amaka was loud, proud, and very confident. Chioma was quiet, gentle, and always trying to please everybody. Even when they were small, it was always like that. If Amaka broke a plate, their mother would say, "It's okay, my first daughter. Don't cry." But if Chioma mistakenly spilled water, their mother would shout, "You are useless. Can't you do anything well?" Chioma learned to keep quiet. She learned to endure. She learned to cry inside. When Chioma finished secondary school, she moved to Lagos. Life was not easy. She got a small job as a cashier in a supermarket. She was working morning till night, collecting small salary. But Chioma was happy because she was surviving. She even started dating a man called Chinedu. Chinedu looked kind at first. But later, Chioma found out he was a liar. He was collecting money from her. He was using her phone to call other girls. He was cheating. When Chioma finally caught him, he laughed and said, "Chioma, you think you are special. Look at you, poor girl." That day, Chioma's heart broke. One evening, Chioma was coming back from work. It was already dark. On the road, two boys started following her. They were disturbing her. Chioma started walking fast. Her heart was beating. Suddenly, one of them grabbed her hand. Chioma screamed. That was when a car stopped beside them. A man came down. Tall. Calm. Strong. He shouted, "Leave her." The boys ran away immediately. Chioma was shaking. The man looked at her and asked, "Are you okay?" Chioma could not even talk. He took her to the hospital. He paid her bills. He bought her food. The next day, he also helped her with transport money. That man's name was Kene, but everybody called him King. King was rich, but he was not proud. After some weeks, King and Chioma became close friends. King liked Chioma. He wanted to date her. One day, he told her, "Chioma, I like you. I want us to be together." Chioma was shocked. She quickly shook her head and said, "No, please. You are too rich. I am too poor. It will not work." King begged her. But Chioma refused. She was scared. She felt that rich men only play with poor girls. King respected her decision and left her alone. After some months, Chioma stopped seeing him. 3 years later, Chioma was still managing her life in Lagos. Then one weekend, her mother called her. Her mother said, "Chioma, come home. Your sister is bringing her husband to the village." Chioma did not understand. But she traveled. When she reached the village, she saw Amaka. Amaka was looking fresh. She was wearing expensive clothes. Her nails were long. Her wig was shining. And beside her was a man. The man turned. Chioma's heart stopped. It was King. Chioma almost fell down. King also froze. Their eyes met. They both understood something immediately. They both knew their past. But Amaka did not know. Amaka smiled proudly and said, "Everybody, this is my fiancé. His name is Kene. He wants to marry me." Their mother started dancing. Neighbors gathered. Everybody was happy. But Chioma could not smile. Inside her heart, she was shaking. Ring the marriage. Amaka married Kene quickly. Their mother was happy because she believed Amaka married a rich man. She was already telling everybody, "My daughter has married a wealthy man. Our suffering has ended." Chioma tried to be happy for her sister. But deep inside, Chioma was confused. She kept asking herself, "Why did Kene choose my sister? Why now? Why this way?" Kene also looked uncomfortable. But he kept quiet. After the marriage, Amaka changed. She started treating Chioma like a house girl. If Chioma sat down, Amaka would shout, "Chioma, stand up. Go and cook for my husband." If Chioma ate food, Amaka would say, "You have started eating in my husband's house." If Chioma dressed well, Amaka would insult her. "You want to seduce my husband, ABI?" Chioma kept quiet. Kene noticed everything. He started feeling pity for Chioma. He started getting angry at Amaka. But he still kept quiet. Because he did not want trouble. One morning, Amaka came out and screamed, "Mama, I am pregnant." Their mother shouted and danced. Neighbors came. People started congratulating Amaka. Their mother looked at Chioma and said, "Chioma, see your sister. She knows how to keep a man. Learn from her." Chioma smiled weakly. But Kene was not smiling. He just looked away. After some months, Amaka started acting sick. She started holding her stomach and crying. Then one evening, she screamed loudly, "My baby! My baby!" Everybody ran to her. They rushed her to the hospital. After checking, the doctor said something that shocked everybody. "Madam, you have been taking abortion drugs." The room became silent. Everybody turned and looked at Chioma. Amaka quickly started crying and shouting, "It is Chioma. She is jealous of me. She poisoned my pregnancy." Chioma shouted, "No. I did not do it." But nobody listened. Their mother slapped Chioma. A hot slap. Chioma's face turned. Their mother shouted, "You wicked girl. You want to destroy your sister's home." Chioma started crying. She knelt down and begged. But Amaka continued crying and acting like victim. That night, Chioma was chased out of the house. Chioma returned to Lagos with only one bag. She rented a small room. A room that could not even contain a bed well. She started crying every night. She stopped eating. She started losing weight. She kept saying to herself, "Why is my life like this? Why do people always blame me?" Sometimes she would buy gari and groundnut and eat. That was her life. Kene could not believe Chioma did such a thing. Even though he was not talking, his heart was not at peace. So he started checking quietly. He asked questions. He looked for hospital report. He spoke to the nurse. Then one day, he discovered the truth. The truth was shocking. Amaka was never pregnant. She faked pregnancy. She only lied so that Kene would not leave her. Kene felt his chest burn. He went home and confronted Amaka. Kene asked Amaka, "Amaka, were you pregnant?" Amaka shouted, "Yes, I was pregnant." Kene threw the hospital report on the floor. Amaka looked at it. Her face changed. She started crying. She sat down and confessed. "Yes, I lied. I was never pregnant." Kene was shocked. Amaka cried and said, "I lied because you don't love me. You always look at my sister." Kene stood up. His eyes were red. He said, "So you destroyed your sister's name because of lie?" Amaka shouted, "It is not my fault. You are the problem. You never loved me." That same night, Kene discovered another thing. Amaka was cheating. She had another man. She was sending him romantic messages. Kene was in pain. He felt used. He felt betrayed. He now understood everything. Kene went to Lagos. He searched for Chioma. When he finally found her, Chioma was in her small room. Her eyes were swollen from crying. Kene entered. Chioma stood up immediately, scared. Kene looked at her and said softly, "Chioma, I am sorry." Chioma started crying again. She said, "Kene, why did you do this to me? Why did you marry my sister?" Kene sighed and said, "Because I thought you would never accept me. I loved you since that day I saved you. But you rejected me. So I tried to move on." Chioma was crying. She said, "But I am innocent. They ruined my name." Kene held her hand and said, "I know. And I am going to fix it." Kene returned to the village. He called everybody. He called Chioma's parents. He called neighbors. He called elders. He brought Chioma with him. Amaka started shouting immediately. "See her. She has come back to seduce my husband." Kene raised his hand. The whole place became quiet. Then Kene said, "Everybody, listen. Chioma is innocent. Amaka was never pregnant." Everybody gasped. Their mother shouted, "What are you saying?" Kene continued. "She faked pregnancy. She lied. She blamed Chioma. And she also has another man." Amaka started shaking. She tried to deny. But Kene brought out the proof. Messages. Pictures. Everything. Amaka fell down and started crying. Their mother looked at Chioma. For the first time, she saw the pain she caused. Their mother started crying. She held Chioma and said, "My daughter, I am sorry." Chioma did not talk. She was just crying. Their father also broke down. He said, "Chioma, I failed you. I should have defended you." Kene divorced Amaka. Amaka begged. She cried. But Kene refused. Amaka lost everything. The village people started laughing at her. Their mother became ashamed. After some months, Chioma started doing better. Kene helped her. Not because he wanted to buy her love, but because he truly cared. Chioma started a small business. She became confident again. Kene continued to beg her. He told her, "Chioma, I love you. I want to marry you." Chioma was scared, but she could see Kene was serious. Finally, Chioma agreed. They married. It was not a loud wedding. It was a peaceful wedding. A wedding full of love. On that day, Chioma looked at her mother and said, "Mama, I forgive you. But please, never treat any child like you treated me." Her mother cried and nodded. Chioma did not insult Amaka. She did not laugh at her. She only said, "I did not steal anybody's husband. God only exposed the truth." Kene held her hand. And for the first time in her life, Chioma finally felt loved.